would love to get a little bit more about the actual specifics of what probate is, what a living trust is, and talking about some of the win and basics of, again, what a trust is. So do you mind sharing, what is the purpose of a living trust and how can it benefit homeowners?
Well, let's first of all talk about a living trust and what that is. A living trust is nothing more than a contract. It's an agreement to where you serve as the trustee. In most cases, for most families, the husband and the wife or the individual who's creating the trust, right? The spouse, the individual, the partner, whatever, who's creating the trust, it's called the settlor. And there has to be property. So trusts require several different things. First of all, there must be property that you own. There must be beneficiaries of that trust. Okay. There's a trustee of that trust, and you must have a clear intent on what you want to distribute and how you want that's assets held in that trust to go to those ascertainable beneficiaries. Okay. And so it's just an agreement to where you get to dictate the terms. You get to decide how that house is passed down, when your kids may inherit it. We have several families that come to us and they have children who are under the age of 18. And if something happened to them tomorrow, they would not legally be in a position to inherit property from them. They're minors. So now that's going to involve probate. However, if you have that living trust, you can decide when those kids would inherit that home, whether it's at 18, whether it's at 21, 25. And so we can set up certain provisions to how that house might be paid off if you pass away. How's that mortgage going to be paid? Are we going to rent that house out to the public? So we can do customized legacy planning around that home. Many of my families have sentimental value attached to that home. Maybe their grandmother grew up in this home, right? Or they themselves grew up in this home, and now they want to make sure it's passed down. And something that's very popular, I have parents say, especially my elderly, hey, I want my kids and grandkids to always have a place to live. So I want to put this home in the trust to make sure it's protected and preserved for them. And we're privileged enough to be able to think of strategies to help these families do that if that's what they want to do.